Keidean Coleman should return to the Brisbane lineup this week after a long layoff with an ACL injury. And while that's great news for Keidean Coleman personally, it creates a little bit of uncertainty around the Brisbane backline, especially from a fantasy perspective. When Coleman went down, Dane Zorko moved into that halfback role, and he's been sensational ever since. He's been putting up some absolutely unreal fantasy numbers, but the big question is, does Keidean Coleman push Zorko out of that role? Then there's Darcy Wilmot. He's picked up his fantasy game since Keidean Coleman has been out of the side, but he's also good at that defensive stuff. So he might be pushed into Noah Answorth's role, which is a bit more defensive and less fantasy friendly. And then there's Jasper Fletcher, who's been excellent across halfback this season. So which one of these players is most affected by Keidean Coleman's return? Personally, I think Jasper Fletcher might push back to a wing, which leaves the rest of the defenders unscathed. Keidean Coleman potentially pushes back into Jasper Fletcher's role on the half-back line, which means Fletcher might be the one who suffers the most from Keidean Coleman's return. But really, I'm just guessing. I've got no idea what's going on inside Chris Fagan's mind. We'll have to wait until the weekend to see what happens.